Hi my crafty peeps, thanks for joining me today. Today I have the tutorial for you for the red monochromatic wreath. And this was a sponsored YouTube pop by Kimmy Murray over at Salty Beat Scrappers. I will have all the links down below and I will have the video at the end of this video.
Hey y'all, so I know you just saw my video of my wreath, and so I just wanted to share with you real quick, what I used. And I know I probably told you this during the video, but I just used a styrofoam wreath that I went ahead and covered with some ribbon. And then I went ahead and used my Spellbinder's die, poinsettia die that was in my stash. And then I went ahead and did some of these poinsettias here. And then I covered these with the chunky glitter from Renea Bouquets. And then I used some of this foliage from my stash, along with some of these little berries that were in my stash. And then I am going to be also using maybe some of these little snowflakes that are in my stash. Now these snowflakes are actually from Anna Griffin, or Anna Griffith. And so, so from a card kit that I got last year, I believe. So I thought I would go ahead and use these because I really thought that these were pretty. So on my monochromatic wreath here, my other color that I'm using is white. So I'm doing red and white. I did do some pink poinsettias, but I thought the red ones looked, I just liked the red, and so since I'm doing like red and white this year, I thought I would go ahead and go with red.
Okay, so let's go ahead and get started on creating this beautiful monochromatic wreath. Okay, so I wanted to explain like what I do, how I make my wreaths, and first thing I do is I turn on my TV in my craft room, and it just helps me kind of get creative a little bit and just go from there. I go ahead and I get my glue gun and I just start laying stuff down and building up from there. Here you see me with the poinsettias, and I'm just kind of laying them out to see where I want them. But it's not time yet to put them down, so I go ahead and I'm just kind of, getting into the groove of things and where I want to place items. So I usually do like a half moon, like so to speak. Like in my head, I think of a half moon or a half circle, and put the leaves up on top and just glue everything down on top of the wreath or the ribbon, whatever you're doing. And I love doing my wreaths this way. This is just one of my favorite way to do wreaths. And now I'm going to go ahead and I'm going to start sticking down my poinsettias. And I decided to go ahead and do like the dark first to light instead of mixing the poinsettias. I really like that look. I just thought it looked really pretty. And then I added in some, after I got the poinsettias on there the way that I wanted them, I went ahead and placed some of the little berries and things, around and underneath the leaves and underneath the flowers and things like that, just to kind of make it look like it's natural. And I kind of think of a tree, I guess, when I'm doing this, and I think of, how does a tree limb look, So that's kind of where my thought process goes when I decorate my wreaths. I just kind of think of nature and how things look, out in the world and things like that. And so anyway, that's what I do. If you have a certain process that you use, I'd love to hear about it. Let me know down in the comment section. I wouldn't mind listening to what y'all have to say. So, and that is about it. That's just how I do. I really wanted to just do like a half wreath instead of a full wreath. I really thought that would look really pretty. So now I'm just getting the little berries that were on that garland that I used, and I took it apart. So I took apart all of the white leaves and the little red berries and even the little white sticks that were berry sticks that were in there. Uh, and so I just kind of cut everything off of that garland. And I show you the garland when I did the share video for the YouTube hop. And that garland, I believe I got that from Lowe's, and I want to say like 2 or 3 years ago, you guys. So this has been in my stash for a while. So I actually used it on my Christmas tree last year. So anyway, so I'm just kind of grabbing the berries and I'm just, you know, putting them underneath or fitting them up and around the foliage and the poinsettias that are laid down now. And then I also, like I said, I grabbed the little white berry sticks and pulled those off and just started adding those everywhere, and as well as the little white leaves on there. Anywhere where I thought that there was like an empty spot or space, I went ahead and just filled that in. And sometimes, I mean, I know less is more, but sometimes when you're adding your leaves, you want to make sure you add them not only on the top part of your wreath, but you want to add them on the underneath part of your wreath, so it makes it look a little full. And sometimes I forget to do that. So I did go back in and do that after the video. I kind of added some things here and there to it because I was like, oh, that's kind of like empty space, so I need to fill that in. So I'm always, you know, going back in afterwards sometimes and filling stuff in, because to me it looks a little empty. But I guess that's one of the joys about crafting, is that you make it your own, you know, and you just add in where you feel you need to. And so yeah, you just get your creative juices flowing, so to speak. So I don't know about y'all, but Christmas is coming up pretty soon, y'all. I don't know if you guys have started decorating for Christmas. I typically don't decorate for Christmas until like right after Thanksgiving, but my husband loves to put up our lights like right before Thanksgiving, so we have this constant little tiff going on during the whole, like from just about the middle of October all the way through, you know, till up until Thanksgiving, because I'm like, it's Thanksgiving, you want to decorate for Thanksgiving. And so he wants to get everything up for Christmas like at the beginning of November, and I'm just like, no, you gotta celebrate Thanksgiving. So I am not ready yet. But here in this next part of the video, I went ahead and I was going to add some of these little pine cones, and I wasn't sure where to place them. I ended up placing them in the wreath after all, but on this video I took them out and I was like, I just don't like them. So, but then afterwards I decided, I was like, oh, I do like them, so I stuck them back in there again. so
So here is our finished monochromatic wreath. So I hope you guys enjoyed this small tutorial that I did for you guys. I hope that this brings some inspiration to your holiday season and you get to try to make something that is monochromatic, either a home decor or card or whatever you would like. Again, this is for the Monochromatic YouTube Hop, sponsored, or not sponsored, but that was hosted by Kimmy Murray over at Salty Beach Scrapper. I will have her YouTube channel down below and the participants that participated in this hop. Thank you guys again so much for joining us. Take care and God bless you guys. And Merry Christmas. Bye.